Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 330.
That's a nice one. That's a clean one.
And that's a clean one.
Smooth one.
And you know, with the number being smooth, it's going to be a smooth, low chill vibe hip hop episode.
Lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
To study and relax to.
Yep. I guarantee that there's a portion of the viewers who do study or relax to JAR Media.
Yeah.
Maybe both. Maybe study and relax too.
Or practice twerking too.
Goon too. Goon too.
In the summer when the little toesies come out.
Oh. And they are out, ladies and gentlemen.
Mine aren't.
I gotta throw some shade before we get into this proper. I gotta throw some shade at certain JARlings. Criticizing my short shorts, criticizing my hair, criticizing my toesy woesies. I'm just living my life over here, man. Why are you?
Are they body shaming you?
Yeah, body shaming.
You're
me.
being objectified.
Being objectified and being
Lo-fied.
Lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax to.
There's a lot more body shaming in the comments than ever before. I've never seen it this
what
bad.
am I supposed to do to stop it, you know?
Becomes f***ier.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. That's what I'm trying to do. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like an accidental.
Aki's.
Yeah. You're a serial flasher.
No. I'm a serial flash my lights at Range Rovers. Maybe, but no.
Boo. Speaking of serial flashers, should we just quickly shout out the JAR Media Patreon who make this show possible over at JAR Media Patreon?
You really do try to make a bridge to the Patreon segment every time. Even if it doesn't make sense, you get it in there.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to
this
keep
time it did
passing you
make
those
sense.
bricks and you can keep building that bridge because it's just fire.
Yeah, thank you. If you're a Sandy tier or above,
I think it might be Dibby.
if you're a Dibby tier or above, you get your name read out at the start of every month on the JAR Media podcast and
Maybe some
access
early videos, but also maybe some really, really deleted scenes. You know, some stuff that is so far gone that it's got to be exclusive.
Should we tease it or should we not?
No, because we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But
so the hardcores will know.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should hold our tongue until it's just there on the Patreon.
And you gain access to the kind of stuff that that we deem too sort of
too weird.
This
too
is
much.
This is a juicy normal thing, man.
A juicy
normal.
It's like, oh right, I see what you're saying.
You know, like every movie right now is about like time travel and multiverses.
Yeah.
We have reached into the multiverse and pulled out something juicy, man.
Something dastardly.
Something dastardly, just like the shorts that are going up on the.
We are unironic shorts.
We're shorts grinders.
We're short
now.
kings.
Yeah,
we're shorts
kings,
and we're all
shorts kings.
Never mind.
I don't wear shorts anymore.
Yeah, I know. It really annoys me.
No,
I don't know how you
the
can't,
reason
bro.
I don't wear shorts is because I don't have any good shorts.
Oh.
I don't own any
Hop
good
on
shorts.
ASOS.
Buy some.
Yeah. Let's do some housekeeping then when we round out some of the conversations from the previous episode. I guess I got some more fire to throw, some more flames to throw at a certain JARling who, I guess he trolled the troll.
Wow.
People are getting better than you.
They're
at
getting
your
more
own game.
inventive. There was this comment, right, left by Dylan Wilding, who said, "You can literally see Alex's balls through his shorts for 3 minutes straight. How did they not catch that in editing?" Super, like, realistic comment.
Yeah.
So when I see it, I'm thinking, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. 3 minutes? That's crazy. So I like scrolled through the whole thing. I was like, you cheeky mother.
It got me. I was at work and I saw the comment.
Yeah,
and I was like,
even when you guys were talking about it and you were like, I'm sure it's fake. I went and did the whole thing as well. I went through like all of it.
Because I know Alex wouldn't have missed it, which is why I knew Alex could have.
Well, every now and again I'll miss something. So I was really thinking, like, how could I possibly? How? It doesn't make sense. But then I was thinking more, and I was like, my boxers wouldn't even allow for that to happen. This doesn't even.
Yeah,
why am I
makes
even?
zero sense.
Yeah. So
also, if you can see ball, likelihood is you can see cock.
Yeah.
Unless you got cock to ball ratio, that's a bit.
Yeah, unless your ball ball is like on a 10 and your cock is on a 1, then
No, honestly, you
ratio.
probably got to sit for 4 to 8.
Yeah, I'd say as long as it's double,
Double
like
or
a
close
ball,
to.
like ball double to cock.
Yeah, like 2 ball, 1 cock. You know, that type of double.
Yeah, double trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say.
No, it's a point now where there's a war going on within the JAR community, and it's like the JARlings are trying to get one up on us, and we're trying to get a 1 up on them. We're
just psyoping each other, and it's just getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And to be honest, I'll be honest.
It's gonna end in tears.
We are behind by like a few. The communities have done. They've upped their game last year, and it's actually got like the whole FNAF Reddit.
I'm actually going to throw this out there. The JARlings that have been on fire recently with some of the community-made stuff, be it the logo, be it now just in the last 24 hours of recording, someone's like animated the logo, and it looks great. I tweeted it on the subreddit, so shout out to these creative folks bringing it to life. So I was thinking maybe with the animated one, maybe starting to put that at the end of episodes with a little bit of audio going bleh or something, and then like with the links to the videos.
That yes, I actually do know.
Yeah, awesome stuff. But Seth Lockwood says, why does Alex's mouth not move when he talks? And that was another thing I noticed in the previous episode.
What?
If you like really look at me when I'm talking, it like looks like in the video my mouth like is not moving. And that's because when we're sat in the room, I'm not actually saying anything. I like ADR everything I say in post because that's how much of a control freak I am. Yeah.
I think we're starting. JAR Media is the White Rabbit. JAR Media is actually the start of the simulation breaking down, because that hair, the
you're
infamous
still hang
hair,
up on that.
the hair clip video is actually like bizarre.
Oh, from back in the day.
Wait,
Yeah,
speaking of like weird simulation things, I saw like a TikTok on Instagram about this freckle that every man has.
What do you mean?
Apparently.
Where let me look. Freckle.
On your arm, there.
Where?
Other arm. On your
Haven't
left
got one.
arm.
Whereabouts?
Like that.
That's not it. That's not
What is that then?
Oh, that's from I.
Point it out on me.
Your arm's covered in freckles, so it checks out.
Yeah.
Have you ever questioned that there is no speed faster than the speed of light, because that's the processing power of
So that's
simulation?
the Flash, man.
He's not f***ing well.
He's real to me. Lom Bren wants Jim to clarify something, that being, can Jim elaborate on his Hannibal cringy take? Why is Hannibal cringy? Like, do you mean the show with Madsen?
Yeah.
That's a take.
Season 1 be kind of cringy though.
That's kind of what was cool about it though, like how edgy it was.
Yeah. I guess
going through people.
because now edgy means cringy. Like they've conjoined.
No, I disagree. I don't think edgy is inherently cringy.
Yeah,
but I think that a lot of cringy people are edgy.
Yeah.
But I don't think being edgy is being cringy, or vice versa.
Can one of you turn that candle around so it does that on the other side as well, and we create this weird thing?
Oh, okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, because we were talking about commenters or whatever last episode.
Yeah.
Jlemsy says, I think the reason I comment is because I'm really desperate for attention. At least he's honest, you know?
Well, I think, aren't we all desperate
Yeah.
for attention?
And
Yeah, everyone wants validation.
in their own way, though. Some people require like different types of attention. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
I want a tickled tummy, whereas James wants a back scratchy. You know?
I'm glad you said back scratchy. Because you definitely would have said something else if we weren't on YouTube.
Maybe.
Ah, here he is, Ryan Cannon. Alex's head isn't the only thing that needs a trim. Bro, invest in less short shorts. And then the emoji of the guy looking through his hand.
Wow. So okay,
Multiple
now I'm
people.
now I'm thinking maybe they're right. Maybe
On
there
what,
was
the
some
hair or the
slippage.
shorts?
No, that there was slippage.
I feel like that's on them, man. If you're uncomfortable by what I'm presenting,
if you're presenting your balls on a YouTube podcast?
That's fine.
I was really thinking, like, how would I actually react if that happened? Because that was like the first thing that was going through my head was like, oh, That's kind of at least that's kind of a funny way.
No, this is I have a weird thought thing. You know, recently I got one of those sex extortion, like, just spam emails.
Oh, those, yeah.
Like, I missed it, and then I went to my spam, and it was there, and I was just like, I didn't think at the time, oh, it's fake. The only thing I thought at the time was, I'm not paying you, just leak my nudes then. That was just like the go-to.
Yeah, because
like,
they say, like, we've secretly been recording you looking at porn.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't thinking, oh, this is just like fake. I was just like, I was processing what would happen if people saw my news. And it was just like, do it. I didn't jump to this is fake. It was just like, whatever.
That's the most awesome game of chicken.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, in a way, you'd almost win.
Yeah, they don't have power over you if you don't care.
Yeah, and, like, realistically, if do you remember, like, the Darth Maul thing?
Yeah,
It was like
his account on Instagram.
Yeah, he
Was it a
accidentally.
story?
Yeah.
He accidentally
like a
put
bulk.
his cock on. I think he was getting sucked off.
He was.
Or something.
Yeah.
That was an old cast
story.
we talked about that. Yeah.
And no one, like, he didn't get cancelled. Like,
He got kicked off the show though.
Yeah. His show. There was going to be a Darth Maul show, which got canned because of that.
what?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so he got like kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Because remember they were like whole hyping him up in that Han Solo movie. He was like,
Yeah. Oh Jesus! I didn't realise
Although I
that.
think he came back for the mocap for Darth Maul in that final season of Clone Wars.
But, like,
So I
what?
could be wrong.
Why? Like,
The brand. You know what Disney's like.
yeah. But I mean,
But it's like, what if
they
you,
James Gunned him then.
what if you accidentally did the same? What if you were you adding stuff to your store and you accidentally let one slip? How would you react? Would
What,
you
of-
like
of
panic and delete
Of
it?
me being sucked off.
Yeah, or any type of sexual thing like that.
Well, yeah. You wouldn't just leave it up. What would you do that as a power move? You're like, I don't make mistakes. This is
that
staying up.
I guess it's against the terms of service on like an Instagram.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
not a big account, yeah, you might get
You
banned.
get away with it.
Yeah, but it's just like but this is the thing.
Try it
As
out
soon
then.
as soon as you try to delete it and people see, they would have recorded it and then it's posted more because it's like, oh, he's
The
shameful about what's
Streisand
being
effect.
posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just leave it, then nobody's gonna care. You have to just commit.
I feel like it depends what like I feel like for me, like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, someone who's like got a career in a certain field or whatever might be more big of a deal. You know?
Yeah, it does depend on that.
But also, like, if PewDiePie did it, it would be like a pretty big thing. But like,
Yeah.
if I did it, it would be like.
Yeah, so that's why you leave it up, because then it looks more of a power move.
No, but that's also kind of like horrible to anyone.
Yeah, but
Like if my mum is following me on social media, it's like, sorry, mum.
yeah, but this is the thing.
You know?
Mine don't. My parents don't.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, I'm
But I
safe.
mean, also like you guys, I don't really want
Mm.
like, especially you, because you're gonna have that shit open all the time.
I just
I'm
say
looking
it.
at James for those listening.
James will use it to blackmail you somehow.
Yeah, he would. You're gonna be unemployable after what I do.
So I want to end this segment from this guy, Medros, who left something kind of funny. Hello, boys. I've noticed that the BBL, Brazilian butt lift surgery, has been mentioned several times in the latest episode of the podcast. And as the most Brazilian of the JAR fans, I need to say that this devilish trick does not represent my country. I made a whole post analysing butts in this subreddit, but I found myself sounding like MatPat in the Bobby's video thing, so I erased it, ashamed of myself. What's the Bobby's video?
Bobby.
I don't.
Freddy's?
No, you spelled it like Bob, whatever. So I'll just say that in Brazil, asses are taken seriously, and this has nothing to do with Brazil and is more of a North America bullshits. We know pretty well that fat asses don't grow on skinny thighs, best sentence of my life, and that this picture of Brazilian singer Lexa is more representative of the body that is cultivated here. So
What is that
he
picture?
put a picture of Kim Kardashian and that just
Yeah.
image
Oh
of
my
her.
god, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
no,
compared it to
no,
like
it's
an
like-
actual normal ass. Like
Yeah.
But I am a Brazilian ass addicted man that was born fresh, and I cringe every time I see a weird BBL ass owner saying that now they look just like a Brazilian girl. In bold, they do not. You guys in the UK have a powerful money. The US has military. China has the economy. Norway has high index of human development. Australia has weird animals and high price of their houses. And Brazil has the best ass in the world. And now people are trying to take that from us with ugly Frankenstein monsters of ass? That's not us. Just notice that I managed to sound like Matt Pat anyway, so it, I'll post this shit. Keep on gaming, boys.
The most patriotic Brazilian.
Yeah. That's the most impassioned thing I think we've ever read.
Is this the Brazilian?
And I gotta say though, even though the name is Brazilian butt lift, I do not associate it with Brazil.
Absolutely not.
I associate it with like Miami,
yes.
LA, just the worst places in the world.
Also, like I don't think we ever implied that we thought that.
No.
Like, I love the passion and everything, but it's not like we're like, oh, those Brazilians.
I think maybe you were saying it broadly.
Yeah.
I respect it.
And I
respect
get that. Like,
But
you got to be proud of that as a Brazilian. And that anything coming for it, I get the anger.
Yeah. Because it is just like different body types, and that is what is cultivated in Brazil. Is this the same Brazilian who got angry at Max Payne 3 being a representation of Brazil?
I don't know. How many Brazilian JARlings are out there?
A fair few.
Oh.
I know Brazilian Portuguese. I want to go to Brazil maybe one day.
I do now.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, I got a topic for you. Something crazy's happened.
Fat ass.
Something big. Something big has gone down. We got a Guardian.
Brazilian
article here.
asses?
Even better. Well, a little bit under.
A little bit not as good.
I got an article here. You'll like this. The first word is categorized under Japan. Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator may face jail over alleged insider trading.
Ooh.
Prosecutors are reporting seeking a prison term for a near 1 million fine for ex-Sega developer Yuji Naka. One of the Sonic the Hedgehog creators is facing possible jail time and a fine of close to £1 million for his alleged part in the insider trading scheme, according to a court report by Japanese media. Yuji Naka, who co-created Sega's blue-spiked mascot, was arrested in November of last year over allegations he traded in stock with privileged information for a significant profit. The 57-year-old game developer was accused of illegally buying tens of thousands of shares in 2 video game companies based on information that they were soon to announce deals over new games that would bump up their valuation. On Thursday, the Abima Times reported that prosecutors were seeking 2 years and 6 months of fines worth £990,000, telling the Tokyo District Court that Naka abused his authority to view materials and collect information, and that the crime was committed based on strong criminal intent, which is malicious. They said Naka has shown no remorse. The Abima Times quoted Naka's lawyer as demanding a reduction in the fine and a suspended sentence on the grounds that information that was extremely unrelated to his duties was mistakenly sent to him and he happened to see it. Naka was quoted as saying he regretted undermining the fairness, soundness and credibility of the market. I apologize for that, he said. Sega released Sonic the Hedgehog at the beginning of the 1990s in an attempt to compete with Nintendo's Italian plumber Mario. Naka said Sonic was originally conceived as a high-speed rabbit, but the idea of a hedgehog came from a desire to have him spin in a ball when attacking enemies. He thought it would be better to have some animal with a hard shell or spines, he said in a 2001 interview. He left Sega in 2006, long after Sonic propelled the company to a huge global franchise, which has continued with feature films grossing hundreds of millions. Naka also led development on Sega's Nights into Dreams and Phantasy Star Online series in the 90s, before ascending to a production role.
Okay, so he's the first man being charged with this and going to prison. Capitalism is exploiting the knowledge you know in the market to gain money.
Yeah.
The US government does it. Every single government does
All
it.
the MPs do
Look at COVID when the US government they put in laws and all of them invested in their healthcare companies at the time.
Yeah.
Like every if you're a capitalist, you are abusing your position of knowledge to make millions off the stock
ex-Prime
market.
Minister literally used to work at BP,
Yes.
the oil company.
This is
While there was an energy crisis.
It's not surprising this is coming from Japan as well. Well, obviously, like jail time and like prosecution is a much bigger deal, but it's like the most normal thing. It's like you can't find a company where they're not doing this.
Yeah, that's why it surprises me that he's been caught at all. Like, surely they're all doing it.
Yeah.
He must have made it like especially suspicious. According to charges, he bought a total of 130,000 shares in A-Team and Aiming before they announced 2 partnerships with Square Enix for the mobile games Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier and Dragon Quest Tact. It is alleged that he earned a profit on the sale of more than 20 million yen. Yeah.
That's what 19.9 million profit over share cost. That is some mega money. But I
just love that it's the creator of Sonic, man.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, you can't run fast enough away from the cops.
I was hoping in the article they were going to reference that game you made semi-recently. You must have heard of it. It's the game that has the reverse draw distance. It's like notoriously bad.
Reverse draw distance?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Battle Wonderland?
Like that's it. Battle in Wonder World or whatever
yes.
it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, the donkey. I only know it because of the donkey video.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, but you must recognize it.
Yeah.
It looks like
Oh, was it the one with like the dancing and shit?
Yes.
Berlin.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
But what do you mean by
That was
reverse when
This
what?
guy.
Yeah.
Where as you get closer to things, like they spawn out, it's bizarre.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
get, like
no.
less detail the closer you get to it. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, hat guy.
Well, nice try.
Nice try,
Yeah.
but you got caught. Try again next time.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
this is the thing. It's not when you do get rich or end up in a higher position within a corporate world. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to make more money with what the knowledge you know, and it's not because you're going to become a better worker. It's just because you're gonna know when to invest.
Yeah.
There's a whole gag in a Sopranos episode where they're like insider trading and getting like news from like doctors or whatever that some drugs coming out, so invest in this company, blah blah blah.
If I turn up tomorrow in my Lamborghini.
Well, no, you're going to turn up in an Apple car because they've been developing that for years.
There was a comment on the last episode of someone like going on about these water powered cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was talking about this months ago. Do you remember?
Okay, so with this, last episode I talked about engineering and climate change, right?
Yeah.
And there was 2 big comments. One of them was saying that it's not the technology issue, it's corporations holding the technology back to have the most profit incentive product. And the other one was about the water powered car from like the 1970s where the inventor suddenly turned up dead, and then another one where some company bought that technology for an insane amount.
How would a car be powered by water though? How would that work?
So you have like a 2 dudes pouring buckets, right, on the top onto like a little spinning thing, like a mill.
I see.
Which powers the wheels, and then a dude at the bottom catches the water at the bottom of the wheel.
Why not hamster powered cars?
As in like 4 hamsters, one in each wheel.
Just scare them. They eat their babies for the fuel, and then they.
Yeah, the only fuel we'd need would be baby
It's a
hamsters.
self-sufficient
ecosystem
energy cycle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so with this,
this is a very
Is it like a conspiracy theory, or is it
Kinda.
like an actual?
It is. It's big in that like space.
Right.
It's a big conspiracy.
I don't know anything about the water cars. I feel
it's
like we've actually
basic.
mentioned
Well,
it
obviously,
before.
water's got hydrogen in. So it's splitting that and then using the hydrogen in like a fuel cell to then use the hydrogen.
It doesn't
to
literally mean like
Which
H2O.
would be nuclear power, right?
No. But yeah, it's that type of technology, hydrogen based. But yeah, there's the conspiracy that this guy was killed because it was like the solution to the oil companies, so the oil companies had him whacked. And while it's not naive to say that engineering is going to just solve climate change, because as they say, it's profit focused, and they'll get to a point when you can make more money from renewables. If you're making tons of money now, you're going to keep making that money, but you're going to invest, so you're not going to get a random figure of 100 million a year. No, you're going to want out of that 100 million in 15 years. You're going to use all of that 100 million for 10 years, and in that 5 years, you're changing over to a thing that can make you 120 million. Why believe that the companies are going to stick to that 100 million when they can earn more in the future, different products? Oil's not going to be here forever, and they're investing in the alternatives now to make more money in the future. Everything's driven by profit, including climate change. So it's going to be fine. Chill out.
Damn. There's been quite an arc with you
Yeah.
over this.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
arc?
Because it was only a couple of years ago. It was Duma.
It was the 5-year plan.
That's right, the 5-year plan.
Oh, the 5-year... Oh, no,
that gone?
I'm deep in the 5-year plan already. Like, we're getting to the last few years of the 5-year plan. But,
What was the 5-year plan then?
Is it down to the 2-year plan?
well, the 5-year plan was build a Nissan, and I guess I'm doing that now, so we're all okay.
That
But,
wasn't the 5-year plan.
well, yeah, it does. It was.
No, that's a different 5-year plan. You were talking about like shifting over to like bunker living.
No, it wasn't. That
Yeah,
wasn't the 5-year plan.
The 5-year plan was like
Oh,
prepare for
Doom Prepper.
nuclear apocalypse.
No, it wasn't. It was prepare for climate change apocalypse. Not
Same thing.
nuclear. But no, but it's like you're not going to enjoy your life if you're concerned about when you're going to die or when the world's going to end.
There's a
or
really good
climate
movie
change.
called Take Shelter, Michael Shannon, about like a guy who, I don't know, he kind of goes into this kind of psychosis almost thing where he's obsessed that like the world's shortly going to end, so he becomes obsessed with like getting this bunker thing made and getting all prepared.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Well, yeah, it's awesome.
Taken away.
Yeah.
Like, having a
Good
bunker
movie.
would be cool.
This is the thing, I've said this many times. If humans aren't alive, companies can't make money. Companies are going to make sure that they continue to make money. So it doesn't really matter if the world's going to end, because it's not. Because longevity equals profit, and they want longevity. So they'll do what keeps the longevity. So there's no reason to stress or even think about it.
Could you argue that there's no reason to stress about anything?
Yeah, never stress. Live like a dog. That's what it is. Never stress about anything.
Okay.
Live like a...
Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Okay.
After these messages.
Bye, Bear Bear. Bye, Bear Bear.
I do declare, bye, Bear Bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below.
Do you know what's the only thing I ever want to say to someone, like, as an insult, but it has to be true?
What?
That's why I go bitch. That's the only thing I want to say to someone with, like,
You've got to
actual
say
factual.
that. You've got to say that one day to someone. You have to.
But it has to be true.
Is that because of the Tupac song?
Yeah. It's like,
That's why I f***ed your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
because if it's true, it's like the most devastating insult ever.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, it's critical damage, you're gone. You're done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to have
you
that.
You can't respond to that.
Yeah, you can't. And I want to have that power to, like, destroy this man.
That's like, yeah, that's an insult that takes work.
Yeah.
It's got investment.
Yeah. You need to be ready, like, for that exact response. You have to be so prepared.
Uh-huh.
You have to make sure they say something that just, like, that response is warranted, you know? But then also you have to be sleeping with that person's partner.
This is what hunting MILFs. If you're hunting MILFs, you can pull it out.
That's what.
So if you get caught, boom, throw it out there, just leave.
And then they kill you, and that's the end of the story.
No, I want to make past the float over it. One!
Well, welcome to the second half of the cast, where we head over to the question thread over on r/JAR Media, where just nutters go and they leave their crazy questions. Just like Gabriel is God did. Jar, what in your opinion are quintessential pieces of British media that non-British people should watch,
EastEnders.
/read, /listen to? Beyblading can get us going with some good suggestions. Wallace and Gromit, An Idiot Abroad, Peep Show, Snatch, the JAR Media Posdact, Mr. Bean, and the Top Gear specials.
Top Gear Specials number 1.
That got a response, wow.
No, the Top Gear Specials, I watch them again. They are
I remember them
amazing.
being really funny.
They are funny. They're goofy and they are car focused. They're great. Like, you can miss the show because that is way more car focused, but the silly trip about 3 twats driving around in silly cars in some country is funny. But I'd also disagree with Idiot Board. I don't think that is like a British thing.
Season 1 was pretty good, but like
Yes, the West.
yeah, I wouldn't prioritize it. Peep Show for sure. Peep Show was where my head immediately went
Yeah,
to.
Peep Show, Cornetto trilogy.
Is the Cornetto trilogy like not popular in America
It's not that it's not popular. I'm just
or the rest of the world?
with the question being like quintessential pieces of British media.
Yeah, right. Wallace and Gromit. See, with Wallace and Gromit, I just kind of assumed that everyone ever has seen it.
No, it's just because we're British, bro.
Dude, it is that fire that everyone ever, especially the wrong trousers. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
The wrong trousers is just crazy.
It's genuinely, no word of a lie, a masterpiece.
I disagree.
It's 100% a masterpiece.
No.
Have you seen
Grand
The Wrong
Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 4, and Grand Theft Auto 5. They're all made in Britain.
Scotland, right?
But everyone's played those.
Except they're British.
Yeah, but everyone's played them. They're not. Wallace and Gromit. The wrong trousers. Honestly, have you seen it?
But, it's an insult to me to say. We've talked about the wrong trousers before. It's the best one.
Yeah, by far.
By far.
Dude, it's
It's
every
next
time
level.
I watch it, like you sit down, it's half an hour. It's like 35 minutes long. It's half an hour long. You can sit down,
Maybe that's when we got to make a video on.
just have the most rad time. Honestly,
Maybe that's,
Jesus Christ.
maybe that's when we should do a reaction.
Yeah,
to
what the was that?
I like how I typed
There are
in
bottles
British
everywhere.
films and Trainspotting was on there.
Train Spotting.
Well, it is directed by... Actually, is Danny Boyle...
He's Scottish, isn't
is he
he? Or,
he might
no,
be
he's
Scottish.
English. I think he's
I
English.
don't know off the top of my head.
He's
The
English.
No,
Paddington
James
movies?
Bond.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
but
not one I really care about.
But
No,
they're
but-
also so well known. Like
Yeah, but they are.
But so is like the Cornetto trilogy. It's got to be a quintessential, like the...
James
like,
Bond is more well known than Cornetto trilogy,
Yeah, probably.
and I don't really
Well, I-
associate it with like our culture so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
it's-
never been my... Like, I like Casino Royale, but like, it's never been my...
Yeah.
I'm not passionate about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Paddington movies or whatever, they're fire. They're what's up. I don't know, we don't make that much stuff. Oh, This Is England.
Still not seen
This
it.
Is England rocks, and the
Still
shows
not
as
seen
well. Yeah, that's what's up. We make some good stuff.
Honestly,
Make some
just
good
if you
movies.
want an English experience, get some beige paint and pour it on a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, does
Mash.
Greg's count as an answer?
Yeah, Greg's does count.
Can I be honest?
What?
Mashed potato sucks.
Shit.
No.
Shit. Mashed
Yeah, it
potatoes.
rules.
Majority vote. Mashed potato.
Mashed potato
Shit.
sucks.
You guys are making it bad.
It's
Mashed
not.
potato
Oh
is
no,
trash.
no,
You're
no,
not
no.
putting
I've
the
had.
garlic in it. You're not putting
Nah.
that bit
Nah.
of butter and
It's-
a little
it's
bit. Just a
nothing
drop
about-
of milk.
What f***ing psycho makes mashed potato and doesn't put butter in it?
I'm sure
That's
there's
like the
someone-
most basic thing to make it even slightly palatable.
Yeah,
You get
no,
you get
but
like
it's-
3 cloves of garlic, crush that up, sprinkle it in, mix it in good. Get some milk, maybe even so if you want to go crazy, some purple food coloring. Make it purple, make it crazy.
Why would you make it?
Why? That doesn't
Have
change the
beetroot
taste.
or something.
Yeah, use beetroot.
No, but
Yeah, but that
this
will
is the
actually
thing.
like improve it some.
And the thing that makes it way better, don't rip the skin off the potato first. Leave the
Okay,
skin
no,
on.
that is true. But I would say
Yeah,
what
I'd
you
agree
could
with
do,
that.
you're going through all this effort to make decent mashed potato, but you could just throw some roasties in, instantly better.
Roasties are better.
And good roasties are like
Almost-
so much better.
Almost every version of potatoes, apart from baked is trash.
Yep.
Baked
Not
is
trash.
worse than mash. That's it now. We're doing a potato tier rating.
Okay, chips number 1.
Well, so yeah.
We got
Do you mean
questions
like
to answer.
healthy or no?
No, so just no,
No,
but
yummy.
roast potatoes are the best because you've got that lovely softness, you've got that lovely
And then-
flavorful crust,
No, but
the
then
crunchiness,
you're
and then you slop that in with your baby
Yeah, there's like mash.
or your roast potato.
There's like a little pocket of mash within a good roasted.
yeah.
but gravy.
What
Gravy
on
and
mash?
Mm.
No, that
Yeah,
makes
I
that's
just want to
sloppy.
eat. I just want to eat
Um,
brown slop. Do I?
Spring onions quite nice in mash.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. These are things that make a bad thing better.
not make a
That
good
make
thing
a yummy
better.
thing even yummier.
Nah.
No.
Honestly, if you
You're
if you
up for this one.
You know that guy who eats the mash out the tub. You're obsessed with him.
What guy? Oh, Mike Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Chang.
no, but this is the
Yeah,
thing.
that's his workout favorite food. But
This is the thing. If you give a plate of mash to any other country, they're just going, what the is this shit?
unless it's Mike Chang.
Unless it's Mike Chan.
That's something we should be proud of as Brits.
No,
Bangers and
we-
mash.
No.
Bangs and mash.
No.
He's good. Like some
No,
like
no.
local
No,
sausages.
baked
man,
beans is the most British thing going. Heinz baked
It is
bean
quite-
Yeah,
is,
Heinz beans.
is
Yeah, yeah.
See,
I'm
mashed
so
beans.
fed up of the bean meme.
What,
No,
the way we
I-
use it.
No, I like that. I mean, like, British person eating beans.
Oh,
It's like,
Yes,
well,
yes.
yeah, they're yummy.
Yeah, no, but
They're full of protein.
all the best cuisines have beans in. Jamaican, Indian,
Mexican.
Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Beans are the best. I love beans. I'm a bean lover now. If there's a meal,
You've always been a bean lover.
no, I've been a baked bean lover.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
hate all the other beans, but
Mm.
all the other beans are better.
Oh,
What's the best bean?
Yeah,
Kidney.
yeah.
Kidney's best bean.
Kidney bean and rice with
Yeah.
jerk
Black
chicken.
bean, fire, Chinese food.
Mm,
Yeah.
Caribbean.
Caribbean bean. Oh,
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Yeah,
I'm hungry over here.
honestly,
green beans.
I do like green beans. When you can
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're all right. I
You
actually learned a really
suck
good.
the pot out- suck the beans
Yeah,
out
you,
of the
you
pot.
like open it and there's peas inside, and then you eat the peas.
I
and
learned
then
an
you eat the
awesome
beans.
way to cook green beans the other day. Again, get a bit of garlic.
Garlic.
I swear
cut
this
'em
is the
up.
thing. Is always like add garlic.
everything.
You
Yeah.
don't
No,
cut
there are
them
like
on.
there are a couple. What?
You don't cut them up.
Green beans?
No.
Well, which green beans are we talking about? The ones that are like
They're
just
like
a
long
tube.
ones.
Yeah.
The tube. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of like
Not the flat ones with like. No, I'm talking about just like a the.
Oh,
like
yes,
cylinders.
yes.
Yeah. Cut them
bean
up
cylinders
into
yeah.
thirds. Cook them for 4 or 5 minutes.
Mhm,
Then-
mhm, mhm.
Then this is the crazy bit, right? You get a little bit of water, sprinkle it over so it creates steam, cover it with a lid of something.
While
For a
you're
few
like
minutes.
frying it.
Yeah,
Damn.
that makes it
Ooh,
just
wow.
delicious.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did it the other day.
Okay. Prove it. Make us some.
Prove it.
Now.
Yeah. Go.
We'll
to
carry the camera.
Yeah. No, there's like certain ingredients. If you start with like, it's just gonna be yummy. Onion, garlic.
That's it.
That's it.
No,
pretty
do you
much.
know-
That's
no.
all you need.
And oil.
The best thing
Yeah.
is like even when you're doing like the most basic meal, throwing chips in the oven with some fish, cover it in like chili powder. Instantly makes it way better. I will
Mhm.
throw chili powder, oregano, basil,
Or like
all over just normal chips. and
an
fish.
awesome thing is making like little packets out of foil.
Yes.
Cook garlic.
Yeah, I was
in it.
asking you just the other day about.
Yeah, that is a hack.
Mhm.
Alex's corn on the cob.
Yeah, I do the same corn on the cob, and it's like it's so sloppy that you just pick the other up and you're
It's
covered
just like
in this.
absorbed all that like butter and
Yeah.
seasoning and
And
all.
slimes and
I might have to
various
make
slush.
some tomorrow actually because I've got
Do
some
it.
I've got some really nice olive oil at the moment.
I was gonna make some the other
chili
day,
oil.
but got let down by the supermarket.
But apparently you don't digest them and they do nothing for you.
yes,
corn.
no, it does. It's really good for your
But
Like-
Gaia,
I guess
booty.
it's full of fiber, right?
booty.
yeah.
Is
It no, it doesn't like grow your booty, but it makes you poop easy.
Like
I
prune.
don't need that. I want bigger booty, not slidey,
Well,
sloppy
there's-
ass. Or
That's something, man. Like
Eat chicken. That's how you get big booty.
cooking is like just so good.
no. But I would
What a rewarding
disagree.
thing.
I would disagree. If you've got blunt knives, cooking is shit.
Oh yeah. No, that's you got to start with the knife and
You got to buy. This is the thing. I'll never get the. I do get it if you can't buy nice knives, but it's like if you're gonna spend your time cooking, buy good equipment.
That's how I started. Like I went to it was a nice cooking shop in Bath, and I was like, I've got no good knives. Just give me an all-rounder knife and a way to sharpen it. Recommend me one. They recommended me one. It was fairly pricey, but I've had that knife for 5 years and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I sharpen it with is still perfect for onions, perfect for
You know,
anything.
I'm gonna shout out a British classic.
Yeah?
Sainsbury's.
Nah, Sainsbury's.
No,
This is
no.
just shit. Come on.
I bought a knife from Sainsbury's.
Okay. Yeah, they
Just
do
like
some
a
okay stuff.
normal, like the blade must be like 3 inches,
Mhm.
but it is sharp as. I haven't sharpened it once. I had it for like 3 years.
Wow.
Shit's sharp as. 4 years, 5 years maybe.
Wow, that's crazy.
How
Shit,
do you
sharp
test
as fuck.
sharpness?
It's kind of just intuitive, you know. If you're cutting an onion and it's slipping and sliding.
No, this is the thing. I also I'm cutting things at work a lot. My tactic for sharpness is to just go,
your hand.
and then I'll be like, no, that's sharp.
It's like you're about to do like a blood ritual. No, but that's normally part of my ritual when I'm about to make something. Like, get the knife out, get the sharpener, and just gently through once, and then no problem, man. Not an issue.
It's like you should never have to like bin a knife. Like realistically, you can just keep sharpening it, keep refining it.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues yet. This is quite a nice one for James from Dick the Head. Question for James: what is your perfect day?
I'm not gonna make a Gino joke. I'm just like, it's just like, it's like a day where the vibe's right, the music you're listening to hits a little bit nicer, traffic isn't too bad.
What's the weather?
Honestly, any weather.
Okay.
Like, okay,
Wow,
with the exception of like minuses, like rain is like, think of it base level. Rain is a +50, sun is a +40, heat in summer is like a +20.
Okay.
Way more enjoyable, like outside of disgusting heat.
Rain in summer is good.
Yeah. And then it's just like a nice day where everything at work goes fine, good food, maybe a drink or two, and just like the vibe. And buying engines off Yahoo auctions. It's just like,
yeah, I was waiting for that bit.
to be fair, I haven't had all that much dopamine from it.
Not yet. When you get the import tax, that's when the dopamine hits.
Yeah, that's when it's like, oh yes. The thing I'm thought of is obviously it's going to come on a pallet, and obviously you've seen my house where there's like it's overgrown. You've got to walk up a thing to get to the door. Mm-hmm. How the am I going to get the engine into my garden?
You're gonna have to call the strong boy.
Yeah, I am. I'm generally gonna have to be like, Jamie.
How heavy is an engine?
Heavy
in kilograms.
How do they lift them in garages and stuff normally?
You have an engine crane. You have a specialized tool.
Wow. You're gonna have to get an engine crane, man.
I will Google it. I've got one. It's got one already.
What do you mean?
I've got an engine crane.
Do you?
But there's been like 4 or 5 engine drops done outside my house already.
Like what, when you say engine crane,
such
like
a wild lifestyle.
What do you mean crazy? Yeah, outside my house as well, which is
I guess I never considered it.
So the exact weight of my engine, 250 kilograms.
That is.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
That's like 3 me's. 260?
260, around 260.
Maybe 4 me's.
But yeah, like an engine crane is like that.
Yeah.
So you actually have to crane it properly.
Might be 5 me's.
Yeah.
And like quite a dense thing. Isn't it?
Yeah, like it's
just a block of iron. It's just a big block of iron. And I'm gonna have to get that. Because I think the idea was to get it on the pallet out front, crane it up, then have people hold it and walk it into my garden, and then put it on an engine stand.
In your shed?
Yep. And
how do you get it like over the ridge of the shed?
What do you mean the ridge of the shed?
Well, like the
door
entrance. Frame. Yeah, the door frame. Like a shed sits on top of a garden. It's not like flush with the ground.
No, WAMP. Because once it gets in the garden, you put it on the engine trolley.
Oh, right.
And stand and reel it and in. But yeah, I'm going to be stripping.
Is that your perfect day then?
Honest to God, yes. If you get up in the morning and all you're doing is
getting an engine in the shed.
Getting a little bit oily.
No, getting oily is the best. I fucking love getting oily.
Getting an oily engine in the shed.
How many rags do you have covered in oil?
Oh, we had to bin a load recently. But there's always like oily rags everywhere. And the problem is, because I wear overalls most of the time, it's a big health and safety risk because you just wipe oil over your overalls. If a lighter goes to your overalls, you're just gonna go ablaze. But the best day is like there's something really enjoyable and like dopamine about like actually taking apart something. Like constructing something is a bit lame, but when you're taking it apart, that's like this. And then
there's more learning being done.
Yeah, but you can neatly like stack all the parts you've taken out, and it's like the most dopamine, like ADHD. OCD shit. It's so good. I love it. I just have never had the opportunity to do it.
So you're going to be bathing in that dopamine.
But it's going to be hell. It's going to be like the most extreme dopamine followed by the most extreme what have I done? Because if it goes wrong, I'm like, that's a lot of money that's gone. You know, it's high risk because I'm building my own engine. So if I f up, I've blown. 10K
Planned
probably.
Escape has this to say, and it's probably one of the answers to one of the previous questions I would give. Alex has mentioned his fascination for political satire, including the 2009 British comedy film In the Loop. However, is he familiar with the original TV series The Thick of It, 2005, 2012? Yeah, I'm very familiar with both. Seen them both a bunch of times. I just tend to call the whole thing In the Loop.
I do the
My
inverse.
memory sucks. You call it Thick of It.
Yeah.
That probably makes more sense because of when they came out.
Yeah, The Thick of It was first.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Really funny.
It is really funny.
Really.
And the first season of The Thick of It, the main character turned out to be a pederast. And it's like, it's been a while, but I think there's actually like a gag about it or something weird. Like there's something like that in it. Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen it because the thing with a lot of British TV is that it's like it's not on Netflix, it's not on like, any of the subscriptions.
Yeah, it's on like the ITV.
Yeah,
yes.
ITV Now or whatever it's called, and every like 30 seconds there's an advert.
Oh, I had something really weird. I've never experienced this before. Have you ever seen adverts on Netflix?
No.
Because I was watching Prisoners last night, and it was like the actual peak. It was like the big end,
Yeah.
and I was just like gripped. And suddenly, because I'm watching Netflix on Sky, on the Sky box,
Yeah.
some ads just appeared, and while
Like
Netflix, no, while the movie was playing, it defaulted back to the Sky and started playing a broadcast that was in ads. But when I like clicked up, it was actually like I was watching Prisoners. It was weird. So I had to go back, re-enter Netflix, and when I clicked to continue watching Prisoners,
sucks, man.
it restarted the film. So I lost where I was in the film. I spent like 20 minutes having to fast forward to the point, and it was just like, what the? Sky needs to f off.
Yeah. Speaking of Succession,
And but the amount people pay for Sky is like, you're stupid. My parents were paying like £120 a month on Sky.
is it really that expensive?
Yeah, they were
That's
stupid.
That's nutty.
Yeah, for one of the shittest services.
Yeah, it's
like,
awful.
sure, their movie catalogue is actually really good. Like,
But you have to pay extra for the movie bundle to be able
Yes.
to do that.
but it's just like Godfather was on there, and obviously,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
that's quite easy.
But I reckon like it probably would work out cheaper if you didn't pay for that and you just bought a la carte the movies you wanted to see in a month.
See, I think I might do that in future because like I'm paying monthly and I maybe watch like 2 movies a month,
Yeah.
you know? And if I've got multiple subscriptions, it's like, well, it'll be cheaper to just buy something.
Especially
when
with
I
how
want to see it.
like Netflix is kind of garbo. now.
Netflix
I like
is
never
bad.
watch anything on Netflix really.
No.
I might
I don't
unsubscribe.
Yeah, it sucks. Their original stuff especially sucks. I like never touch Netflix stuff. Really.
This is what I found through trying to watch streaming is there is a winner, and it's Amazon.
I actually think Disney Plus is getting there.
Disney
Ooh.
Plus is good. Yeah.
I've
It's
been
just,
chipping my way through Once Upon a Time in America, which they've just added. I think our version in the UK is actually a bit better than a lot of other places, weirdly, because it just licensing stuff is just so messed up.
It's so petty. So
Yeah.
you can make more money if you didn't have all this
It's like,
petty feud.
I have this thing and I want to buy it, but you're not allowing me to buy it, so you're missing out on cash because of licensing.
Yeah.
The only kind of pain with Amazon is just like you'll have the Prime Video and you're paying £10 a month for it, and it's like you still have to rent films on it through the subscription,
Yeah.
which is a little bit of a pain.
But the Prime one is like, I'm also getting Amazon Prime delivery, so
Yeah.
it's almost like a plus, just having it. Huh?
But I just remembered I've got the Billy Flea.
Oh, yeah.
I got Billy Flea treatment on Amazon like subscription. So.
No, one thing I have on subscription is CBD.
Really?
I never went out of it that way because it's like
Yeah, subscribe and save. Yeah, I
yeah,
do
they're
that.
generally great because it's like the usual stuff like that. It makes life so easy because you never have to think about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to automate like as much as possible. Your toilet paper, your toothpaste, the stuff like that you don't want to find that you don't have, you know?
Yeah.
Just everyday items.
Yeah, I need to do like shower gel. That's one I should
Yeah,
add
shower
because-
gel, I do that as well, yeah.
Because the shops are actually making that shit so expensive now. So expensive. So just do subscribe and save your time and effort. And
Cream.
Crematorium, baby.
Yeah, I get some cream from Amazon.
Like face cream.
Yeah.
You know? It sucks
cleanser.
when you go out you get out the shower and you squeeze your cream.
Wait, what? You mean moisturizer?
Yeah.
How much is it on Amazon? Because in shops it's like nutty.
Yeah.
Well, the way they get you on the Amazon thing is the more things you get through subscribe and save, the more like discounts you get. So if you get enough shit, like you get a 15% discount.
But you're paying way more money.
But if you're getting everything you would be buying individually from a shop anyway.
Yeah.
Well, no, Amazon's cheaper though usually.
Well, it depends on the product.
Depends.
Yeah.
We got this kind of messed up one here. From Erin. My girlfriend absolutely hates Jar. She gets unbelievably angry whenever she hears me bringing you guys up. I think it's because of Alex's Witch Queen video, which she is not too fond of considering she and I are far down the Destiny goon hole, but she can't really handle the fact that someone could dislike something she likes. However, I am and have been psyoping her for years, secretly getting her to love Jarisms, like the James Barr, which I do often, but more often I always go, eh? After almost every sentence. She loves when I do this, but I'm never going to tell her where it comes from. Bear from the Irish trans JARling.
Hell yeah.
Once again, someone's getting...
Psyop.
No, they're benefiting from us.
From you?
You think they're stealing the...
Yeah, stop. Pay us.
They might be a patron there.
Yeah. Okay, so
Then you're allowed to.
if you're patron, you're actually allowed to steal everything from us. It's like it's a jar
You
pass.
can use any of them.
Don't you think that's quite
Psyoping your partners with jar is funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
No, but if you look at our timeline and our knowledge of Bear, of your Bear, and what it where it originated and what it became.
No, but I don't even do it. No, but I don't even do it anymore. I can't do it. I've actually passed the bar.
No, but we do like different things now. Like it's evolved so far, but
It's not the original.
I think it's awesome that other people like would adopt that.
It lives on.
Are we ever gonna reveal the original bar origin?
We
Have
must.
we?
No.
We must.
We
must
probably have, but I don't think we should.
Yeah.
It's so become its own thing anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like art evolved.
It was this like even when it was first invented, it was like an ironic play on two variations of the original.
Yeah.
It's like it had layers to it even when I started it,
Yeah.
and it's just become
it's
the ultimate satire.
Something else.
and it's gonna pop up. It's gonna be in the meme sphere. Without
Well,
our head.
within the next 20 years.
Yeah.
I bet £50.
By the way, have you eaten a meal deal this year?
No.
I haven't either.
You're still going.
Single
Nice.
I've not. This is the thing is I walk in and it's just like £3.50 meal deal, £4 microwavable meal. So I just go microwavable meal.
No, it's so. I have paid for 2 parts of a meal deal that's more expensive than a meal deal, just so I know within myself that I haven't broken the code.
I've done the same. It's just like I want a drink, but I kind of want a sandwich.
That's
and as long as you don't get that third thing, it's like if you're spending like more on those two items.
I had the cashier say to me, you know, you could spend less money and get more if you got another thing, and I was like,
I'm okay.
yeah,
I'm
I was
good.
like, nah, I'm alright.
Take the extra.
I felt like such a dick.
Yeah.
One of the main things is just like I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I've lost too many to you to want to lose.
Yeah.
It's the great equalizer.
You owe me too much.
Yes, I've got to win. And I'm not gonna lie, because you know me, I'm not gonna lie on this. And I go to Co-op every morning, and I always buy like microwave pasta meals, and that's why I've got no money because I'm just sucking so much into these microwave
Yeah,
meals.
same.
Hello.
And I do miss it. I do miss the pleasure of like buying meals.
The idea was that it was motivation for us
to cook. And we
To
don't
meal
do that.
prep.
And we don't do that. Do
I
we?
did last week.
I did. Start of the year, I was on a really good like.
You were.
And then it's now.
Now the flip has happened where you bought an engine and I'm kind of on the mindset fam.
Yeah. It's just. But as long as I don't buy a meal deal, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Deviated left nut has something messed up to say. Thoughts on the label JARcel, save for the most depraved members of our community, like the Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Dick Cheese guy,
That's a
the
JARcel.
Gooner with AI, the evil JARling liar, etc.
No, we can't call the Gooner, the AI Gooner one, because he seems like he's on the path to redemption.
Yeah, he's trying his best.
He's trying his best, and I respect that as a... JARcel.
I'm mixed because there was like a point where the incel stuff stopped being funny, you know?
Yeah. Also,
it got a little bit too real.
It like doesn't make sense. Jar celibate.
Oh, you're concerned with it making sense and not just it sounding awesome.
Yeah. I think in jar would make more sense. Involuntary jar.
Yeah.
Unless you say it like a certain way.
In the jar. In jar.
Yeah, you're stuck in the jar. You got to get out.
You're stuck in the jar, and there's some liquids going in the jar.
Yeah. Moonshine.
No, come.
Well, Takranin says this. Hope you lads are all having a grand old time on your side of the pond. I've enjoyed your banter for some time, and you all seem to be great friends. Your camaraderie reminds me of times with my own friends from long ago, when I was your age, and in the spirit of fun and friendship, I thought I'd suggest a short game for the lot of you. If you each took turns to pick one other person in the room and could change one event in their life, what would you change, and how do you think it would affect them? Tell them what you think would happen, and let them tell you in return what they think would happen. Anything goes, though it's often best to pick something with good or silly intent. I'd have James win the lottery when he was like 22.
That's probably the worst thing that could have... That would
do to James.
I wouldn't be it.
No, I'll say what I think would happen, and then you say what you think would happen.
If I won the lottery...
When you're 22.
If I won a considerable amount of money at 22, I would have absolutely blown the out of it on every Japanese car. I would have just destroyed myself financially.
Even if it was like Euro Million silly, I feel like you...
I could absolutely blow it. I could blow that in a day. I could blow Euro Millions in a day. Because it's literally just going fucking...
confident in that.
Prove it.
It's easy. Easy. LFA, that's $500,000 done. But every cool Japanese car bought instantly. Then a house. And then it's like go on every
But if
website.
you bought a house and loads of cars, like that doesn't ruin your life. It's what you do after
all of those things would have way more value now.
No, but I would have been...
And
then I'd have just... It's like
a warehouse
rabbit hole.
full of vehicles.
Yeah, worth loads of money.
Yeah,
like
worth just a stupid amount of money.
And I would... No, but it would have been excessive. And it would have just self-destructive. And that's the thing. I know that if I had more money, even now if I had more money, I'd be even more self-destructive. Because I can't... There's something special about car parts. And the more like Gucci they are, the more the dopamine I get. I think it would self-destruct me.
I've got one for James.
What?
I wouldn't have had that cat scratch his eye.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Why? What would you think would happen if that didn't happen?
I think so much would change.
That's a canon event.
Yeah.
No, see, for myself, head concussion as a kid.
Yeah,
multiple occasions of head concussion. Because I think splitting my head open probably didn't do my brain any good. Truthfully. It probably led to a different path, being this one. So I think if I didn't do that, I might be more intelligent. Who knows?
I got a good one for Jim. I'm imagining like this happening, right? You're just working at one of your jobs, like back in the day. But you're like singing, right? And someone like overhears you singing, but they're like some big producer or something. You're like Usher to Justin Bieber. They pick you up, they give you that contract.
I team up with Usher and Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
You're like you replace Ed Sheeran's spot in the UK charts. Yeah. I've got an interesting.
I can't argue with that. That one rocks.
This is the probably the most like evil one, and that's I did push you in the river.
Ooh, what do you think would be different?
I think there'd actually be like a war. I think there'd be like such a feud that the whole landscape would be different.
Yeah,
We'll both end up being like really, really powerful political leaders. Like you're Tories, I'm the Labour.
Do you think it would have
Why am I
like
Tory?
escalated the dynamic between you two because Jim then would have
been
clapped
more
back in a
I
different
would have
event
needed
to that
like,
same
vengeance,
intensity,
yeah.
but the intensity would just keep going.
It would be like Netflix's Beef.
I'm thinking.
Netflix's beef.
I just think of it like a face-off thing. It would just be that kind of dynamic.
Who's who? Who's Travolta and who's Nick Cage?
Travolta.
But
No, Nick Cage.
Adele Dazeem.
Funny movie, man.
And what about Alex's? What would I change? in
I changed
Alex's
what
life?
car Alex bought.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Instead of the i3, you'd get the i8.
I've got. You never got Argy. That would change.
That's nasty. That one's mean.
So instead, because I was torn between getting an Alsatian or a Corgi.
Oh,
So I would have got an Alsatian.
that was the point where it's like all white, left wing. That's the,
I would have got my Punisher.
yeah, if you're Alsatian,
Yeah.
you'd have a pickup.
Yeah. Don't tread on me sticker.
Yeah. I do want an Alsatian. They're very, very cute.
They are awesome dogs.
But I love those.
They get bunged up back legs though.
I know, that's why you're a mix.
That's what put me off. Because
Yeah.
they can have
They're
like,
kind of
spine
like
issues. It's like a kennel
low
club
riders.
thing. Like they bred them in a way so they have this shape to their back. But it's just them.
Yeah,
No,
it's
so
really sad, really.
Malinois, the other like attack dogs. You know, I just want to mix. Mix is like having a collie. I love collies, but I mix.
Yeah, mongrels are the answer. They are the healthiest.
And we say that as in none of us own mongrels.
You did though.
I
Max
own a
was.
dog.
Max was
like a trooper, man.
Max was
He
a
was.
beast and
Healthy.
He was later years he wasn't, just because it was like, oh, he's got
yeah,
down
but
to
he was how old?
16, 17. He was a beast.
Yeah, he
If
was
not
a
older,
tank.
actually. Yeah.
So
And
old
then-
that no one could keep track anymore.
Yeah, he was just a lovely little boy, and now we've got three munted pure
Three
breed
munters,
dogs.
yeah.
Like, look,
Yeah, I was just like. I wish there was a camera here looking at Paisley right now, because that shit was hilarious.
no, but Paisley's lovely, but she is a bit munted.
Yeah, she's dumb and like
I
man.
think that's just the golden way. Wade in the water. You know what? Let's end on this one from Bill Hader Gaming. It's not even a question for any of us.
Oh, okay.
It's a question for JARlings. What's the weirdest thing you've ever done listening to the JARcast? While listening to the JARcast?
Someone's jerked off, 100%.
Well, there were 3 replies that I screen capped that replied to it. Albino Basilisk said, I watched 4 rats in the garage run after 1 almond, and they all got stuck in the same rat trap while I listened to JARcast episode 309. None of them came close to eating the almond. It was like their forbidden fruit.
Okay, that one.
that is
Whoa,
gonna lit.
that is exactly the kind of thing I imagine people doing while listening to this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something productive like that, you know?
Yeah, catching 3 rats with an almond.
4 rats.
Yeah, 4 rats.
See, no, do you think someone's had sex to Jar? With Jar in the background?
Well, man dude CB said, masturbate. Not to the cast, I'm not a weirdo. I only realised I had the cast playing in the background after I was done, lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Too much in the goon hole, and lost
Yeah,
perception of everything else.
Yeah, you get that tunnel vision. Look at that. That's fucked up.
That's cool. We're like, yeah, we should just make... I've always wanted to do that, like have...
It looks like
I
the
want-
Eye of Sauron.
yeah, it does. No, I want the jar set to have all of these half-melted candles.
Really?
Because look how cool it looks.
Like a witch's cave.
Yeah, I want it to look like Saruman's, scary room.
Flame of Ulu.
This
Wrong
year,
wizard.
in
Yeah, wrong
November,
wizard.
are we going to do it?
Do what?
Mom.
Something to do with candles.
King's Arms.
Ooh.
We have to come. We have to
Bit scary.
I'm too frightened.
do coke. Just do coke before you go.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, that would be way less frightening.
Yeah. Well, I guess JARling.
No, that's the thing.
Answer this question and give us
If we do
more.
coke going to the King's Arms, someone would happen to go there at the same time to find ghosts, and they'd see three coked up,
yeah.
Guy.
Pale.
coked up guys, and he's like, ah!
Yeah. Coca-Cola does make me go a bit silly.
Yeah. A bit too much caffeine.
Or too much caffeine and a little bit of sugar. How much?
Ooh.
If you had to guess how much sugar was in one can,
It's like 36 grams of sugar.
good guess. Yeah. I think it's like 39 or something.
Is that it?
Then Monster's like 50.
Really?
Yeah.
Like one of those fat cans.
Yeah. And then it's
That's
just like,
awful.
no, this is the thing. Going to college and seeing young, like, I'm not going to say young kids because that's weird. Seeing like 18-year-old and 19-year-old boys.
Down
you
in
see,
Monster.
yeah, no, it's not just that. It's like 5-pack of cookies, boom. Monster, boom. Chocolate bar, boom. It's just like, that's like 300 grams of like sugars, and you've just eaten that in one go. Like, that would do me a week. And
Yeah, you get the shakes from that one.
no, because I never drank Monster even in that time, ever. I was never a Monster. I was always Red Bull.
Red
Red Bull
Bull.
has a lot less. But I sugar free.
They're
I've always
smaller
been
cans as
I
well.
would always drink the like Kiwi Relentless. That was my go-to.
Wow,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Got
Alex.
those shakes.
But it's
Get all
like
excited.
back then I knew I ate a lot of sugar. But seeing these lads now, I was like half of what they have now. And it's like, for me, they're and they're all vaping, and it's
Yeah.
they're
really?
destroying.
Yeah, they're all gonna
They're
be
vaping.
Yeah, no, college, uni, vaping is mad because they do it just because it's vaping, because it is a cool thing.
Yeah, I saw.
Smoking
It's
isn't cool.
not cool though. No
No.
one thinks it's cool.
What's that? Like that super famous festival, Glastonbury.
Yes.
They banned the disposable
Yes,
vapes.
but it's still going to be brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you ban that?
The silly thing is people are vaping when they've never smoked. They're just vaping again. And it's like, I know people who vape to prepare themselves for summer for smoking weed. Like, why the do you need to prepare for something by doing something worse?
That's just stupid.
It's
Because like
fucking
apparently, yeah,
dumb.
like cigarettes aren't considered cool, but like vaping is cool.
It's,
for, like,
which is
that demographic, which
generally
is way
cringy take.
Yeah, big
Go-
time.
Cigarettes
smoking.
are way cooler.
They are like cigarettes with a gangster car. You're hard. That gangster car and you vaping, vibe ruined.
Yeah,
You're
I
lame.
think about like Clint Eastwood. You
Yeah.
know, with like
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
with that silhouette, and you know, you just got the. Can you imagine Clint Eastwood with the vape? That's like the lamest image.
Yeah.
Or think Bullet, Steve McQueen vaping next to that Mustang. Oh, like that is so cringy.
It like inherently makes it lame.
Yeah,
Mm.
but smoking. I own loads
Especially
of.
a pipe.
I own loads of smoking
Mm.
paraphernalia. I love the vibe of smoking, but I don't smoke.
I've got that really long pipe,
Mm.
so whenever I watch Lord of the Rings and see Gandalf doing that,
Mhm.
I like it. I like it.
There is
It's
so with like I've not vaped, but there is something about smoking that is just kind of like it's like really nice at a certain time where it's a nice thing to do, like smoking stogies, smoking
Mm,
cigars.
like
It's like
fat
this
stogie.
therapeutic kind of
yeah,
thing.
I think cigars rule.
Yeah, and I love that, and you're not going to get that with vaping because you're onto this fucking
your
little
bubble
tube.
gum.
Yeah, it's baby shit.
It's like I saw that. I don't know who told me this, but it's like someone did this test on some like bubblegum vape juice, and it had like lead in it.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Like it's
was
an
like-
unregulated market, so obviously all these
Yeah.
vape juices have horrible shit in it. It's like buying Coke. You never really know what's in
I
it.
remember watching this really funny video. It was like some teenage girl, like she made this video about like how addicted she was to vaping, and like she put like all these filters, and was like it was like the most over the top thing you've ever seen. But it was her like she tried to like quit vaping. That was it, and she was like recording herself and like just going like manic and frantic or whatever. Yeah, funny as
It's
fuck.
terrible for like teenage minds specifically.
Yeah.
You're like the most vulnerable to getting addicted to something
Mhm.
when you're that sort of age.
Yeah, you just don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Especially if
yeah.
it tastes like yummy Haribo or whatever.
Well, yeah, especially it's like combining the two most addictive things on the planet.
Yeah.
Haribo and
Nicotine.
cigarettes.
Did we mention like when we went out to Bath and we had Haribo daiquiri,
A Haribo
Those
daiquiri.
cocktails.
a daiquiri, yeah, cocktail,
Mm.
and it just tasted of Tangfastics, and it was
Yeah,
really
rock.
really bizarre.
It was weird.
It was
yeah.
very strange, but very yummy.
And you had the blue drink.
The kiss of death. Which wasn't that bad.
It was green, man.
It was blue. It was
Wait,
blue.
no, it was me that was saying it was blue, and you guys were saying it was green.
No,
and now
I
it's
thought it was blue
switched.
drink.
it was blue. I've got a picture of it.
I
It's
love
blue.
drink. I had blue drink today.
It was
What?
blue.
Powerade.
Gatorade.
Ah, Gator.
I love
Gator.
yeah, Gator. No, I love that you just pick it up and it's like, what flavour is this? And it literally says blue. Like the flavour is blue.
And you drink it, and you're like, oh,
Do you want to know?
yeah, that's blue.
Do you want to know a weird thing? You know, Gator was just 8 GTR being a Nissan.
Yeah.
I now own a Nissan. That's a weird little like.
Foreshadowing, man.
Yeah, foreshadowing.
No one knows what you're talking about.
Gatorade.
Gator 8, but was just like
G8TR.
G8TR was just 8 in between GTR because I love Nissans. That's
Why
just-
the 8 though?
Because GTR looks lame. G8TR looked a bit cooler.
And it means gator.
And
It
yeah,
means
it always
gator.
made me think of like an alligator.
Yeah.
Speaking of cars, and I mentioned the i8 earlier. I saw an i8 recently. Right, in
Fugly
town.
car.
Quite an ugly car.
Just fugly.
But its
Especially in that
license
blue.
plate was a custom license plate. F19.
Fighter.
Fight.
Fighter.
Fight,
Fight.
Yeah, I've got a picture of Fight.
Yeah.
I saw
Fight.
it the other day.
Yeah, he lives like
Why-
up there.
Yeah, I always see
Why
Fight.
would you have fight?
The same reason why you'd have NIBBA.
No, but that's actually a cool car that's on.
Yeah, look.
Fight.
Oh, on the 26th of May, there's Fight.
That's in my car as well. That's me driving.
Yeah.
Fight.
That is cringe.
Yeah.
And why is it Bmw's? Artisan Z.
R5 and Z.
R5 was on a
We got some good
BMW.
custom plates
You
around here.
cannot top R5 and Z.
No.
Or the... Have we mentioned that guy, the Instagram guy?
Oh, the
Yeah, the Pappy fucking Dom
swole fucking
Pappy. Yeah.
It's
personal
awesome,
trainer.
like, because some people do this. They have, like, an expensive car and they put their Instagram handle on a sticker on the
honest
back.
to God.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were driving probably to McDonald's, let's be real.
Yeah, we were in my
and,
car.
Yeah, we saw that car and saw the Instagram handle and then put it on Instagram and was just looking. It's just nuts, man.
Honestly, this is a big thing in the car community is people putting their Instagram handles on it, and it's the most stupid
It's
fucking
corny.
thing. It's cringe.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
straight up cringe
It's lame.
because
It makes it so much lamer.
Yeah.
at the same time,
Any car, it doesn't matter what
Yeah, it
car, it
doesn't
makes it lame instantly.
don't put it on it. And it looks shit on your window, but the same thing is people do this. And they do illegal shit in their car, like
Yeah,
fucking
they're advertising
actually-
it.
they're advertising their Instagram, right? You actually munted.
That is stupid.
And it's just like red flag. If I see anyone with an Instagram handle in
Yeah.
their car, just like in the bin. In the bin.
In the bin. In the bin.
In the bin.
In the bin.
But
Don't do it.
he had some good bulking tips on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Big bowls of pasta.
Take TRT.
He
In the bin.
does look like insanely bizarre.
He's on steroids.
He's on steroids.
Yeah.
But
And
obviously, he still had to work for that muscle, I guess. So, you know, he's clean in the goon. But his
Nah.
car was horrible. And he was driving like a dickhead. And there was on our local town's Facebook page, someone
Yeah.
called him out, and then he started getting in an argument with people over
Yeah.
Yeah,
how he
roid
was annoying.
rage.
Yeah, void rage in the local town's Facebook page.
The thing with steroids I don't get is like, when you do it, it's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah. So why hide it?
You think you should just like embrace it?
Yeah.
No, it's because I think
Look-
is people want to have that look without like the hardness of it. So then if they admit that they didn't do the hard part, then it
But it
It's not- it's not
it doesn't
valued.
devalue it. Like it, no matter what, you have to be committed to doing that.
But like, what? Surely there are the lists of downsides. Like, doesn't it like do a bunch of really negative stuff to your body?
yeah.
Yeah. It also like permanently f***s your body's natural production of testosterone.
Permanently.
I think it can do it if you do it for like
Really?
a long enough period.
So
of
doesn't it
time.
make your
It's-
balls all small?
It's like
Yeah, that passes.
because no, it's true.
No, but it passes. It's like a like a
when
few
you
months.
like stop taking it,
There must be one steroid JARling who's right.
I think
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
more.
You need to tell us about the negatives.
I think there's
or-
more than one. 100%. I think
yeah,
there's a
it's
few.
It's
pretty
quite popular, isn't it?
It's pretty
Yeah.
popular. Yeah.
That's scary. Anything that like once you start, you can't stop. Scary.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know.
yeah.
Scary,
That's why you
scary.
can't ever get passionate about anything.
What?
Because you can't leave. Once you're through the door, you're too far gone.
What about when you have your R5C license plate?
Yeah. Then you've made it.
What else? Where there's nowhere else to go.
No, but then it's like you can make the license plate funnier by having a funnier car.
Mm.
No, but you need kind of a nice car.
No, you don't.
draw the
Imagine our
eyes.
5Z on an escargot.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That's,
But an escargot's gonna draw attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
that should have been my alternate reality thing. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
me buying the escargot.
I mean,
Yeah.
you still can.
No, it's gone, man. That was like a good price one. It was a nice one.
Well, you
You can
didn't.
still find them. You just got to enlist me. This is the thing. If you need a car, I'll find you a car,
Yeah, that's true.
and it will be a good car.
That is true.
You should like advertise that and like, you.
Yeah,
What,
it's
you
actually-
char- you charge like a
This is
cut.
a wrong time. Because if 2010, I went to Japan, made a company of exporting cars. Boom.
See, if you'd
But I
won
could
the,
have done it. I know cars. Oh, I can buy good cars. That's all I'm saying. My car is a good car, and I bought that for cool.
Yeah, you did. You fight like younger man.
you fight like our 5Z, I hear.
Yeah. Anyway, get the out of here, you.
Go away.
Fuck out of here.
Get the out of
Get the fuck outta here.
We're fucking trying to be sitting over here.
Hey, I'm driving our 5Z over here.
Yeah.